Hi Leo, and welcome to your love, relationship, romance reading for the first half of November. I am Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot. I would like to thank you for joining me today and for all of the positive energy and support that I have received from many of you. This is a general reading, so please check out your readings for your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm using the Waite Tarot deck today. And let's get started, Leo. So you start out the month with the King of Cups, and it is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And in the second week, we have the Three of Swords, clarified by the Five of Swords. So give me just one moment, Leo, and I'm going to look at the cards, and then I will start your reading. Okay, Leo, so you start out the first week of November with the King of Cups energy. So this could be your energy or it could be the energy of someone else. And even though it's the King of Cups, the gender doesn't matter. It can still be male or female. But the King of Cups, this is someone who is the master of their emotions and someone who's very emotionally stable. This is the energy around the King of Cups is also someone who is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic, and so he's very successful in life, and he has a handle on everything relating to a relationship. So it's not just about it's not just about the emotional side of a relationship. It's also about the mind connection, the mental connection in a relationship. It's also someone who understands the practicality of a relationship and those aspects, and providing a stable home, a stable environment in a relationship. So, and it's also someone who understands that passion also needs to be a part of a relationship. But this energy is about that stability within a relationship, and Cups energy. So this is about creativity and what makes your heart overflow, and someone that can inspire you and become your muse and your most beloved person. So that's the energy that we see in that first week for you, Leo. So if it isn't you, then this is the type of person that's coming towards you if you're single or you're just starting to date. It's also if you're in a relationship, then this speaks to the type of relationship that you have. One that is very, very emotionally fulfilling, but also has that stability and is a very supportive type of relationship, which is very positive. You have a very positive relationship. Now it's being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And with the Two of Pentacles, you can see these rough waters in the background. The ships are going up and down. So it's about these ups and downs and balances. And he's standing on one foot, and he has the two pentacles here that he's juggling, balancing. But they're also attached with this cord, this type of infinity symbol. This whole what goes around comes around, this continuous loop. And so the energy and how this King of Cups is being clarified, it's about balance. So if you're in a relationship, what you could be finding is that there's a lot of things going on right now in your life, or you and your partner's life, that is very hectic, very crazy. You feel like you're multitasking. You have a lot of things on the go right now, and you could also have a choice too in your relationship. So there might be some kind of option for something. Being Pentacles tends to relate to physical possessions, money, that kind of thing. So there could even be a possibility of a change of a job or an option with career jobs, and it could be creating that whole unbalance a little bit in the relationship in terms of what do we do, because the job could create a change in your financial situation for the better or for the worse. And the two of you could just be very, very busy and leading very hectic lives and needing to juggle between your relationship and careers, for example. That's just one example, but it could even be family obligations and responsibilities as well. But what you need to know, and the message for you, Leo, is knowing that the person that you're with, whatever's going on, if you're the one that's going through this, feeling like you're multitasking, that you're very busy, and or that there's some kind of a decision that needs to be made, and right now you're currently balancing it, but it's only a matter of time before you actually have to make that decision, that the person you're with, your partner, is someone who is very supportive and very empathetic. So make sure that those lines of communication are open, and talk it through with this person. This person is here to support you and to help you through this busy and hectic time in your life. Now, if you're single and you're looking for a relationship, then this Two of Pentacles can actually represent that there's two people, that you could be juggling two people. You could have two opportunities or two people that come in, and you have to make a choice between those two people. And what this is really telling you or advising you is that really look at the qualities of the individual. And if you're looking for someone who is supportive and kind and nurturing on a very emotional level, someone who can inspire you, that you might feel like there's a choice, and you might be tossing those choices around, but you've kind of already made your choice, and because you know what it is deep down in your heart. You know what kind of person and what it is that you want and you want a partnership with. So then we move into the second week, and we have the Three of Swords here. And the Three of Swords is, it looks like a very traumatic card. You have a heart with three swords going through it. But what you don't see is you don't see all this blood dripping off from the heart. Because a lot of people will read this card as heartbreak, things like divorce and loss, or even as if cheating's going on. But it's not always about that, and I don't tend to read it like that so much, as it's just that sense of loss, and taking that time to yourself to mourn that loss. So for example, in the first week you had this choice that had to be made. And even if you make a choice and it's for the better and it's for the best, and you know it is, and it's a positive choice that you made, what you had to leave behind, there's always that sense of loss when you have to make a choice and give up one thing for another. Even if that other thing is so positive and such a great thing, you still have that sense of loss. So do mourn that, and it's okay. Like, this is knowing that that's okay, and it's okay to feel that way. So if you were single and you're looking for a relationship, and you were juggling a bunch of people, and you kind of, if you do feel a little bit sad about giving up that single life, that is okay. It's okay for you to feel that way, Leo. And because changes can be scary for people, and it's okay to feel that and to release that. Now, if something has happened in your relationship, and you're in a relationship, and there's been something traumatic happen, so it could even deal with a family member. It could even deal with career. There could be a loss of a career, anything like that. You could have had investments that went sideways. You could even have had news with anything regarding a family member, friends, career. It could even be each other. Like, you could find out that there was something to do with the health of you or your spouse, where everything in life has ups and downs and has cycles. We go through different states of health and healthy and well-being, and so your health you could be at a time where you need a little bit of a rest, and this is that sense of that. This is telling you, the Three of Swords is telling you that it's okay for you to feel that pain of whatever news may have come in, and that you need to. But it also tells you too that by feeling that, you're also letting it go and releasing it, because it is being clarified here by the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords energy really has a, it has, so you see there's been a battle, there's been a conflict here, and these people are walking away, they've lost. Their swords are laying on the ground. This is the victorious person, and they're picking up all the swords, claiming their reward. But it becomes, this is a bittersweet battle, because it comes at, like, these could have been people that this gentleman knew. They could have been friends. They could, whatever the situation was, and so it's one of those things where you win and you're victorious, but at what cost? And what did you lose to gain that? And that's where this, so the Three of Swords, it's like, yeah, you survived, you made it on top, you've won, but it did cost you something, and it's okay for you to mourn whatever it is that it's cost you. So again, if you're single and you're looking for a relationship, it could even just be giving up that single life, because giving up the single life, sometimes it's also about your friends, and like, if a lot of them are single too, they might be, you might be feeling that sense of loss. That, I mean, it's absolutely okay to take someone that you're dating around your single friends, but you're kind of losing that you could possibly be losing that little bit of a party lifestyle. If you and your friends like to hang out a lot, like just you and your buddies, or you and your girlfriends, and no spouses, no people of the other, and you're still able to do that. But when you are in a partnership, and when you do start dating someone, they consume some of that time. So that's where that sense of loss could be. So you're victorious in that if you were looking for a relationship, you've got it, but it has cost you something. So, and some of that is a bit of your free time, because you do need to cultivate and work on that relationship too, and put some time into it. Now, if you are in a relationship already, it could be whatever is going on here with this heartbreak, or this thing, whatever was causing that sense of loss in the relationship. You will survive it, but there will be some impacts, some ramifications from that. And but still know that it's, this is a natural process for whatever. You do need to mourn, you do need to, but this is indicating that you are healing from whatever's going on, whatever has wounded you in the relationship. Again, it could have to do with even just your careers, or something like that. It doesn't have to be where there's an actual breakup or a divorce or anything like that. But just know that it is a time of healing, and you are going to feel like you've been like dragged through the mud, and that you've been battling, because you're battling, like, this is your thoughts. And I feel like in a relationship, if you're in a relationship, this is battling your thoughts, and because you're dwelling on this. But do know that you will heal from this, and you will become victorious over that. So just really try and just know that if you're in a little bit of a low place in the second week of November, that everything is in cycles, and this would have been something that was necessary for you to go through in order to improve and get better and end up somewhere in a better place. So that is your reading for the first half of November, Leo. Have a fabulous November, and take care.